Welcome back. All right, so little news of the day video to close things out tonight. I'm also going to do the preview, but that posts to the channel in the morning. So Owen Power has signed his entry-level contract. I would be very happy to be talking about the Buffalo Sabres next season as being in the running for the playoffs, as maybe getting into a playoff spot, as a wild card at some point. Now, that looks highly unlikely right now, right? We're into the 11th year in a row this team's missed the playoffs, but it does feel like there's some pieces in place that could be what they need to turn things around. And now they've signed their number one draft pick, Owen Power, to an entry level contract. So that's an important move on their part. He does sign. I remember when they drafted him, immediately there were some, not many, but some that said, well, he won't sign in Buffalo and he'll end up somewhere else. And there's always that talk whenever it's an NCAA bound player that, well, he could just stay in the NCAA and end up a free agent. They can. That does happen occasionally, but usually they will sign their contract. So Owen Power signs with Buffalo. That feels like it's a huge move. Dahlin is definitely one of the good young defensemen in the league. I don't think he's hit that level that was expected of him when he was drafted yet. I think that potential is still there. I know that he's worked on the agitator part of his game. Dahlin seems to get under everybody's skin. So adding Owen Power should be huge for that blue line in Buffalo. And so that's an exciting future for the Buffalo Sabres right there. Kent Johnson also signs his entry-level contract with Columbus. Very highly thought of prospect there as well. And of course, for Columbus, another team that's outside of a playoff spot again this year, I think they're looking at probably a pretty quick, they're going to attempt, I would think, a pretty quick turnaround. You look at the lineup they have, they want to keep Line A beyond this year. They have decent goaltending with Elvis and net. There's the possibility Columbus bounces back next year, so maybe Kent Johnson inserted into the lineup helps to make that happen. Interesting with Bruce Boudreau in Vancouver. So he's beloved by the crowd. He's beloved, I think, just universally right now in Vancouver. And I think he's beloved by the players too. But his status beyond this year is still uncertain. And what Patrick Allvin's plan is beyond this year, we'll see. Bruce Boudreau, article on him today stating that, if he doesn't stay in Vancouver, then next year he'll probably have a job somewhere else. I really hope the Canucks hold on to him because it's been a while since I've seen the team react to a coach the way they did when he came on board. No offense meant to Travis Green or Willie Desjardins, but or John Tortorella. But in all honesty, I think this is one of the best responses I've seen the Canucks have to a coaching change ever. It's up there. I'd put it in like Roger Nielsen, Pat Quinn territory. But anyways, yeah, we'll see what his status is, but I do hope they keep him. I hope he sticks around. He's been very enjoyable. He's very quotable, of course, all the time. So hopefully he sticks around. Coming out of tonight's action, Linus Ullmark is now 23-9-2 with a .912 save percentage. And I remember in the preseason when he had a couple of bad starts, there were plenty of people saying what a horrible signing this was. The guy's not a starting goaltender in the NHL. He's terrible. Well, he's not as good as Swayman overall because Swayman's been pretty darn good. But it is funny to me because I remember early in the season the discussion too being that the goaltending wasn't going to be good enough for Boston. Now here they are. They're in third place in their division. They're one of the top 10 teams in the league in the standings. And their goaltending's been pretty darn good. So I did enjoy Ullmark's game tonight, of course, against Tampa Bay. I thought he played quite well. A couple of really nice stops on Braden Point come to mind. But yeah, he's had a pretty good overall season after what was kind of a slow start. Hobey Baker Award handed out today. Dryden McKay ends up winning the Hobey Baker. His numbers are very good. 38 wins. He only had 4 losses this year. 1.27 goals against average, .934 save percentage. He's 24 years of age and undrafted. So winning the Hobey Baker Award, it's a nice end to your season as a college player, and so we'll see whether or not McKay ends up with NHL upside. Sometimes a Hobey Baker winner becomes a decent NHL player, a good NHL player, and sometimes they don't. So we'll see him with goaltenders. I think it's more unpredictable than anywhere else. Sam Bennett had a good night tonight with his 100th goal. That also got him to 200 points in his career. It has been remarkable to see Sam Bennett playing in Florida at a level that's what Calgary wanted from him. It's a better fit, though, in Florida, and sometimes that's what it is. So on the one hand, it's easy to kind of throw Calgary under the bus and say, well, this was a terrible move on their part. I don't think Bennett reaches these totals under the Calgary management or with a Calgary jersey on. I don't think he becomes the player he is right now in Florida. It's worked out very, very well. So getting to 200 points, getting to 100 goals in his career, kudos to him. And he's made it look pretty easy so far in Florida, as Florida has. Another multi-goal comeback by Florida tonight. I keep saying they need to stop doing it. They keep doing it. So, again, we'll see how long they can do that for and whether or not it carries over to the playoffs. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.